As you will have seen, we are handing out some very beautiful trophies this evening. The Big Trophy Shop has been a fantastic supporter of these awards since 2013 and has generously donated our trophies ever since. So thank you, the Big Trophy Shop. And TVE has another long-standing partner for the awards, the University of Westminster. This is the 6th year TVE has partnered with its School of Design, Creative and Digital Industries. So many of our technical crew tonight are BA Honours Television Production and Journalism students, ensuring that coverage of this evening will have a global reach online. And now I'd like to welcome to the stage Baroness Young of Hornsey OBE, a member of the judges panel for the competitive categories.
Well, good evening, everyone. First of all, may I say what a pleasure it has been to work with colleagues on this year's judging panel. I'm sorry that our chair, Nick Nuttall, is unable to be with us this evening, but happy to have this opportunity to say a few words. I've been very fortunate to have been involved in many awards and prizes over the years. One feature I always enjoy is the debate about the quality of the entries and the extent to which each one fulfills the aims and objectives of the prize. It can be both difficult and rewarding to be persuaded by your fellow judges, who invariably, it seems, have much greater expertise and knowledge than you do, to change your initial assessment of a film. As long as the conversation remains civil and our various dietary demands are fulfilled, it's a really pleasurable experience. Yes, it is great fun, but the privilege of judging also carries with it responsibility. That is particularly the case with the subject matter with which we are concerned here. Recently, I've been focused on Sustainable Development Goal 8.7. That is the ambition to rid the world of forced labour, child labour and human trafficking. These human rights abuses are often connected to environmental degradation and climate change. I tend not to think of myself as an optimist or a pessimist, but as a realist. Call me old-fashioned, but I still believe in reality, in truth, and in predictions about the future of our planet based on observable, tested facts. Of course, sometimes it's hard to find the positive, but the combination of creativity, science, and technology, imagination, aspiration, determination, and desire, demonstrated in the films we've viewed and discussed, surely point the way to finding sustainable solutions to our current predicaments. I'd like now to invite to the stage Lewis Coburg, founder of financial services provider Elemental and sponsor of the Judges Award, to announce the winner.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to present this event's winner of the Judges Award. And the World Business Council for Sustainable Development for the Natural Solution. The winner is the World Business Council. Can you please step on stage?
Natural climate solutions help nature do what it's been doing for millions and millions of years.
Natural climate solutions offer an opportunity to take some of that carbon out
and put it back into our soils, to make healthier soils, to pull it back into forests and have healthier forests.
Very simply stated, our entire business depends on the sustainability of forests.
It gives me the opportunity to work with our 4.7 million smallholder farmers to which we're connected.
We have an enormous opportunity to look at better land management in general from all sectors.
It's win for the climate, but it's also win for food productivity, water regulation, for biodiversity.
We can get on with this now.
Wow, I think we're quite surprised. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Alima Bibi, and I lead the new project that we've launched at WBCSD focused on scaling investment in natural climate solutions. Natural climate solutions represent 37% of the solution between now and 2030, yet continues to get overlooked. And our ambition as part of this project is to scale up investment and get the private sector to lead the way.
Yeah, and just to add to that, I think I just wanted to say as a filmmaker, we are content creators, and I think this awards are amazing. I think it's so important as content creators to always consider the content you're putting out there into the world for people to watch and share. And for me, I think it's just important to remember that we should always be putting out stuff that is reflecting the world that we want to live in. And I think this awards epitomises that. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Question. So I think that a lot of people see a distance from their lives to what's really going on out there. I like Mr. Armstrong's speech because he actually really pushes through the immediacy of the problem. And I think that one of the easiest way to make people understand really what is going on is through visual input. And people now are, we call it victims, or they're addicted to media. They use it on their phones, they go on the tube or airplanes, watching films and so on. And a lot of this is fluff, a lot of it is entertainment, but I think that the TVE, through promoting these types of films, will generate empathy. Empathy, as you well know, means when you actually take somebody else's position and you feel what they feel. And if you saw the films that were featured tonight, you actually hear a lot of stories from fishermen or from people in the plastics reutilization or various aspects of the issues at hand with the environment. And I think it is the fastest track into somebody's subconscious and conscious to empathize with those that are in the front lines of the issue. And also, perhaps as a separate path, to draw people's attention to the immediacy of the issue at hand. I also liked a lot the speech by the BBC chaps from Blue Planet, and unbelievable. I mean, that they witnessed during the filming of the series actual bleaching and, you know, all kinds of palpable evidence of the damage we've done to the environment. So this has to become bigger than Oscars. It must, because it's our existence at stake, not just who's hot or who's not in a film. No, people are not sufficiently aware, except when large corporations turn around and start changing their ways and means, such as what we heard about a supermarket chain that didn't give them a cup, asked for the cup. Suddenly, a regular consumer would say, well, what's happening? What is going on? And then you implant that way a new culture, if you will, that probably starts with people saying, why is this happening? And hopefully there will be somebody to explain to them why this is happening and why this is important. So I think it has changed from the top down, but not really at foot soldier level yet. But hopefully through all these initiatives, it will. Well, yes, I come from a third world country, and one of my hobbies was hunting, and I used to travel a lot and lived overseas for a while, and every time I returned, I saw drastically less numbers of animals wherever I used to go. So that showed me that it is not a problem for next century, it's a problem not even for this century, it's a problem that will affect me in a decade, and it affected me in a decade. Now, how do we get that benefit of hindsight to actually be the benefit of foresight in the next generation? I think it's our job to do so. So by having lived through that change and having the hindsight, I think it is my job to provide foresight. It's a difficult job because, as they say in Spanish, nobody learns in somebody else's head. So you need to somehow be a good communicator. I'm not especially a good one, but TVE is. That's their mission, that's their job, and such an event as tonight exalts that. And we all need to join this movement and do something now.